Guys, we have arrived. We are at Ritchie Brothers in North Battleford, Saskatchewan, here to pick up a new, well, we won't call it a project, but we'll pick up a new item for the channel. Well guys, here it is, mini excavator. Good sized machine. It's exactly what I wanted. Appears to have some kind of oil leak here. We're gonna have to figure out. It's a Mach Pro MP-30. It's running the gas engine. I wanted to get a diesel, but this is what we got. Everything else that I own is gas powered, so having this gas powered isn't the end of the world. There's a bunch of keys. I'm assuming that is the toolbox. And they warned us not to run this with the oil that's in it. It's a shipping oil. So, let's see if we are powered up or not. Okay, we are powered off. Now we need to get some straps on this thing. That gets our bucket centered. He put it in so that the weight of the engine was over top of the axle, slightly ahead of the axle, so that we should be a little bit tongue heavy, but not too bad. Let me put some chains and straps on this thing, and I'll bring you guys back when we're ready to pull out. Well guys, I think we're all strapped down here. I'm going to throw the door lock on that side door just to make sure that it doesn't pop open on us while we're driving down the highway. We've got the main machine pulled forward with a chain, pulled back with the ratchet strap. It's around the main chassis. This is just around the blade. That's about all we have to attach to. It seems really good and tight on both sides. The chain is almost guitar string tight. We've got the bucket tied forward and backwards. It is actually not resting on the deck. It is just kind of hanging there in midair. So I think we're strapped down good and solid on that. I moved all the handles. There doesn't seem to be any load on any of the hydraulics, so that's good. I suppose we should make sure that we've got our tools kit. If we don't, we'll have to stop at the front office and figure out what's going on there. We've got our grease gun, which as I understand it is pretty much useless. And we've got a few miscellaneous tools. That looks like a strap wrench of some sort. Grease. Allen keys. Cheap funnel. Well, just to be on the safe side, I think we'll put that in the back of the truck. I'm not sure which one of these keys is for the door, but I'm sure we can figure it out. Back hatch is down good. All of the ratchet straps are down in their latched position, and I have chained down the lever binder on the chain. think we're probably pretty good to haul this thing out of here. I want to make a couple of quick stops before we do. Kind of a complimentary piece of equipment, and I don't think I really need one because I have access to a Bobcat. But this is the MachPro MPS 300. It's a track mini skid steer. This has the separate, like kind of the triangular shaped tracks, so the drive is up higher than the main drive track. That's a good thing. This one only has the 420cc engine in it, 15 horsepower. And you can see the fuel tank would be a little bit of a challenge to get at. Checking the oil's kind of a pain. Might be interesting to play with one of these at some point. This one, well, I shouldn't say this one, but all of these machines in this auction went in the, the $3,000 to $4,000 range, which is not unreasonably priced. Hydraulic oil sight gauge down there. Hydraulic tank is down through those openings. Yeah, a little machine. We've got the SCL 850, which is a bit bigger machine, I think, from Digit. Looks like a far more substantial machine. This has the 740cc engine in it, which I believe is the same basic engine that I have in my my mini excavator. It's got lift points here. Again, it's got the triangular drive to the tracks so that your drive motors are up out of the mud. Quick disconnect bucket. I'm assuming that there are some accessories that can go on here. Either that, or I guess you could try and make a modified Bobcat mount for it. So you could use Bobcat accessories. We've got one thing I forgot to mention on the MachPro is the accessory hydraulics. This is in and out, doesn't have a K-strain. Some of them have 3. LED lights. This has a pretty good size hydraulic cooler in it. Not a bad looking machine. If I was going to get one of these, I think I would go for this bigger one. One more machine I want to look at before we head down the road. So let's swing over to the other side of the lot where those are. I lied, or more, I was mistaken. 2 more things we want to look at. We've got this Vixec accessory kit that I'm interested in getting for the mini excavator. We got augers, we got a log clamp, we got a rake, and a ditching bucket. But my concern is whether these will actually fit on the 2.5 ton machine. Unfortunately, I don't have a measuring implement with me. So that is about how wide that is. That's a little 8-inch bucket. Yeah, not even close. Okay, good to know. That'll save me from bidding on it and being ultimately disappointed. Hopefully the camera's picking up some good designs. Now I could buy these if I got it for a decent enough price. I do have the tools and technology for modifying all of these implements so they would work on the larger machine. Not an impossibility. I've got a welder, I got the CNC plasma cutter. I'm sure we could make it work. But yeah, these appear to all be for the 1 ton machine. Good to know. These are the machines that they're getting set up for the next auction. Getting them staged. And in the auction where I bought my machine, these little things caught my eye. And the pictures that are online are not great. I don't know whether my video is going to do any better. They're a articulating front end loader. They've got belt drive. And as near as I can tell, one side is for the hydraulic pump. That's these ones. And the other side goes to a clutch. It's a 739cc gas motor in it. It uses push rods for brakes and for clutch. This is the throttle. It's a cable throttle. amp meter. It's got a nice big battery in the back. LED lighting. Tractor tires. I don't know how thick they are. It probably says on the sidewall here. 8-ply. So they're not bad. It's got a little differential down there. These things are, I'm going to say, 50 inches wide, give or take. We got directionals. There's your shifters to the mechanical gearbox. The second set of belts comes down to this clutch. It has a mechanical clutch on it, which drives the gearbox, which I don't know if you can see is underneath this cover here. The exhaust is mounted on this side. Again, we get a nice little differential. In the pictures, they kind of look like a Ford 9-inch almost, but I don't think they're anywhere near that heavy. They're little light-duty ones. Lights, directionals and brakes. That looks like a hydraulic tank. Oh, maybe that's a fuel tank. That looks like a fuel line to me over there, not a hydraulic. So yeah, this up here would be your fuel. Definitely not a production machine, but if you had a little bit of snow to move or, you know, spread a little bit of gravel around. In the auction where I got my machine, they had these. They went, there was 3 of them. One went for $32.50, one went for $3,500, and one went for $37.50. So not a bad price. Cute little machine. Air and oil filter. We'll take a pass down the road of the mini track loaders and just let you look at some of the other ones they got here. The last 2 that we looked at only had in and out for their hydraulic lines. This one has 3. So this one has a case drain on it. So if you're running something like an auger or a snow blower or something like that, and the low pressure return just has to dump back to the hydraulic tank, you would use the case drain. Looks like several of these machines have that. Let's walk down the line. For the next auction, they have an MP-46. And I gotta be honest, I'm not sure what the difference is between an MP-30 and an MP-46. Looks like a very, very similar machine to the one I bought. You would think a differentiator would be a diesel versus a gas engine, but that doesn't appear to be the case. This one also has a gas V-twin in it. Lock Pro also has the MP-15s, which are the little 1-ton machines. Quite the candy store here. I better get out of here before I get tempted to buy more. Well guys, I think we're going to call this one a success. We got her loaded up, and I think we're going to be good to head down the road here. We've got a little bit of work that we need to do on the machine when we get home. We're going to figure out what that oil leak is all about and change the oil. The guy that loaded it warned me that don't want to run it at all with the existing oil in it. It's a shipping oil rather than a running oil. We'll put some good Rotella in it, give it its best chance to survive. Definitely there's some accessories we want to get going on this. Switching over to a hydraulic thumb instead of a manual one would be nice. Maybe make some accessories to go on there with the CNC plasma cutter. I'm sure you'll be seeing this machine again on the channel. Thanks a lot for stopping by. If you got this far in the video, can you sum up things? And maybe consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. Ring that bell icon and you'll get notified when I put out more content. And we'll catch you guys in the next mess. Thanks for watching.